This Out and About with Jamie Grout podcast is about the Newton Community Theater and their upcoming plays. We'll be talking with Sue Beukema in just a few minutes about all that. But first of all, a word from our sponsors, including the great folks at Newton Clinic. Stop on in there if you're not feeling well. They will take good care of you at Newton Clinic for sure. If you are feeling a little bit under the weather, and a lot of people are these days, maybe sore throat or flu symptoms, Newton Clinic is here to help you feel better fast. Give them a call at 641-792-2112. That's 641-792-2112. Schedule an appointment and let them take care of you so you can get back on your feet. Go to their website, newtonclinic.com. That is newtonclinic.com. And make your loved one's day by enrolling them in Willowbrook, a Wesley Life Adult Day Center. Willowbrook on the Park Center campus provides a welcoming and stimulating environment that allows participants to maintain independence while receiving support and encouragement. Social engagement, companionship, and enriching opportunities are provided to give participants a purposeful and fulfilling day. Willowbrook's person-centered care includes exercise focused on total health and well-being, and programming that includes music therapy, pet therapy, guest speakers, outings, and much more. If you'd like to learn more about Willowbrook, call 641-791-4500 to arrange a tour. Time for another edition of Out and About with Jamie Grout, and this time we feature the Newton Community Theater. And Sue Beukema heads that up and has been for a number of years now. Sue, how long have you been I guess you'd be the runner of the community theater?
My official title is administrator, and it's been 32 years.
Wow.
I've been the administrator manager.
32 years, for heaven's sakes. And you've directed a number of plays yourself, haven't you?
I have directed quite a few plays through the years. So
Yes, yeah.
I haven't directed since 2017, so I'm super excited to be directing for Love Letters.
Now, and we'll get to that in just a moment. Now, did you direct Oklahoma that I was in?
Yes.
That's what I thought. And I was the Persian peddler in that, and that was a lot of fun. I got to tell you. And I know what you did, South Pacific.
I've done Annie,
yeah.
Jesus Christ Superstar, The Producers. I did quite a few Christmas shows with Pam Ratliff, and I did a lot of the Christmas shows. Yes, Virginia, There's a Santa Claus, Miracle on 34th Street, It's a Wonderful Life. So those were really fun too.
So where did this love for theater come from?
I actually started in high school, and I started with doing costumes.
Okay.
And that's how I even started here at the community theater.
Okay.
Also started doing costumes.
Okay, so in high school, was that Newton or someplace else?
I went to Linville Sully for high
Linville
school.
Sully, okay. So just costumes? You didn't do anything else in high school for the theater?
One time they were really desperate at the high school level, and I played the piano, a piano part for them. I don't have the piano gift, but I got the part played that they needed to.
So other than that, have you ever been on stage, or do you like being the director or being behind the scenes better?
I've been on stage just a few times, but I like being backstage much better.
All right, okay. So let's get to what's going on now at the Newton Community Theater. Thanks for thinking of Little Red, Lynette and myself, for Love Letters. We haven't been involved in the community theater for a number of years, and it's not because we hate anybody or anything like that. That's just not the case. But we did have a DJ dance business, which made us busy on the weekends, and now not so much. We don't do that. I'm working at WHO and doing my podcast. But I love the community theater, and as you know, my father was one of the founding members of the Newton Community Theater years ago. And when I first came back to Newton, you had me co-direct The Mousetrap with Linda Campbell.
Yes.
And it was because there was an anniversary for the community theater. And it means a lot to me that you guys thought of Lynette and myself. So tell us about Love Letters. What's it all about?
So Love Letters is a neat play between Andy and Melissa are their names. And they start writing letters to each other at in grade school, and they go on up through adulthood, and they basically are pen pals with each other, close friends, and it's just a friendship that continued through their lifetime. And so we came up with the idea. We are asked 6 different couples, so we have 6 shows, and actually you and Lynette are our only real couple, and the others are just friends or acquaintances that would be a good acting style together. And so that ended up, with the 6 productions that we started with it. So we have you and Lynette are our opening night, which I'm super excited about. And then we go to Lonnie Appleby and Tiffany Steele. And on the Sunday show is Brad Megg and Jessica Lowe Volz. And then the next weekend, we have Joel Mills and Melissa Dalton. And they are from the City Council, Newton City Council. And Saturday night is Travis Paget and Hillary Montalvo. And our closing last Sunday is Connor Fudge and Jennifer Earl.
All right. Well, great. Yeah, this is quite a story. And can you tell me a little bit about the history of love letters, how far it goes back, and the author, the person who wrote this?
So the author is A.J., I'm going to say Gurney, and he wrote this specifically that a couple could come in and do the show. That you read from the script, so it's more of a reader's theater style. But that way, when they played in New York, then they could have somebody come in that was doing another show, come in and do a weekend with an actor and actress, and they read the letters to each other, and they respond back to what the one writes, and the other responds back to them.
Yeah, one of the reasons that we signed up for this was because we can actually have our script on stage with us as we're, writing letters, and so it's pretty neat, and the whole story is very, very fascinating. I'm sure there have been relationships like this and friendships. I think sometimes it might be harder to just keep it as a friendship, and their friendship kind of takes different turns over the years.
Yes, it does.
And this couple, maybe I shouldn't call them a couple because they're supposedly friends, but they come from the upper crust.
Yes.
Very wealthy backgrounds, and they travel all over the world.
Right, and it was written, I believe it starts in 1938 or 39, and it is written, and they both basically went to boarding school, and there was a lot of do's and don'ts in their lives and what they should do and what they shouldn't do, and so yes.
Okay, so again, when is it going to be presented, Sue?
We are February 14, 15, 16. And then we're the next weekend, February 21, 22, 23. So the Friday and Saturday night shows start at 7:30, and the Sunday shows start at 2 in the afternoon.
All right, great. What else does the community theater have going on? I know you always have something happening here.
So we have a couple shows practicing at the same time. Then we have a show in production, and it's going to be for the Iowa Community Theater Festival, and that will be the first weekend in March, and there's a production called Cage Birds. And so that's about 8 ladies.
Okay.
So they are ladies, but they have bird-like qualities. So there's 7 birds, I'll call them, and a mistress that takes care of the birds.
Oh,
and
wow.
So each of the ladies has a different personality. And then we go into, we will be auditioning for the musical My Fair Lady.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, and so that is, that auditions start February 23 and 24.
Okay.
And then that show will be the last weekend of May, the first weekend of June.
Who are directing these plays?
So Cage Bird is directed by Jeff Carter. And then they will compete in Forest City, Iowa on May 7. And I'm going to sneak another fun thing that we have in here. April 5 and 6, we have the regional 5 for the National Association of Community Theaters. So that'll be from 7 different states, and they'll come to Newton to compete to get to go to the national show, which happens to be in Des Moines this year.
Okay.
So we almost have a triple trifecta for Iowa, which
Wow.
is really cool. And then directing My Fair Lady is Wanda Blount and Rachel Fadley.
Oh, Wanda Blount, fantastic director. Every time I see Wanda, I give her a compliment on her directing of Les Mis.
Oh, yes.
It's one of the best.
Those two directed together.
And not to say that the other presentations that have come here to the community theater haven't been quality. I mean, they've all been great productions. But I was just blown away by that and everything that happened and the costume changes and the set changes. And it was just fantastic. So I think you're going to see a good show there. You'll see a good show with all the others too, but it should be fantastic. That's great. My Fair Lady, fantastic. Okay, I guess I want to know about the community theater and how it's funded. Is it a 501c3 nonprofit?
It is a 501c3 nonprofit. We are self-sustaining through memberships, which is like a season ticket, or we have different levels, season ticket holders, we have benefactor, patron. Now we even go up higher in the levels. We have a producer, we have a director level. And so we are through donations. We do receive, I apply for and we receive some grants for a lot of our capital improvements. So to get the nicer lighting system, and I said we just received a microphone update, and that actually was from Bill Goodman, was our sound man, and unfortunately he passed away, and that was for some memorial money that we received for him. And then we also received some money from the Jasper Community Foundation grant to, we could put the two together, and we ended up with 12 new wireless microphones. So that replaced it. We also received from the Fred Maytag Family Trust Foundation is still around, and we just received a grant to update our software, and we will be getting going. I'm hoping to have it by My Fair Lady, is a new online ticket program.
Oh, that's neat.
And that you could buy it at the box office, but you'd still be able to buy it online at home yourself and print out the tickets.
And you were saying something before we recorded about the soundboard that you have is fairly new too, and it's because of a guy who was very involved in community theater that lost his life in 9/11.
Correct. The first, the microphones we're replacing actually came from Jim Clear memorial money, and so those bases, the microphones have lasted 22 years for us.
Heavens.
So they very well have done their due diligence.
Yeah.
And they've survived a long time.
Yes, and from what I know about Jim Clear, he was a great guy and would have been really happy for that. And he probably ran sound here at the theater many times also. So the only Iowan to lose their life in 9/11. So I wish I'd have known him. I just hear all kinds of great things.
I think you moved back right after he had left us.
Yeah, I came here in. It was 2007 I came back, and of course he'd lost his life in 9/11. Now, do you have tryouts for these productions coming up anytime soon that we should plug?
Yes, so it is February 23 and 24 is for My Fair Lady auditions, and they're from 6:30 to 8:30 here, so that's a Sunday, Monday. And then we'll do My Fair Lady, and then we will, I'll get it updated on the website, but this fall we're doing Brighton Beach Memoirs, and they are going to audition in July. I want to say the second week of July is when that one, and that production will happen in September.
So you have a Christmas show. Tell us about it.
Our Christmas show this year is Here Comes Christmas. So it's a comedy. It's pretty fast-paced, moving style. And there's a little bit of Christmas music in there, but Jennifer Earle is going to be directing that production.
Okay, great. Now for My Fair Lady, do you know the number of men and women that you're going to need for that, Sue?
We need 34 men.
Oh my gosh.
I know. 30. See, so, hey, there's a part for
Hey,
you.
maybe I could do that.
34 men and at least 11 women. So there can be extras in there. And if you're interested in a lead role, then they're asking for a 1-minute solo, but not from the production. Or if you would like an ensemble role, which we always have great ensemble parts, and that could be a group sing.
All right, great.
34, that's all we need.
Yeah, 34 men. Good heavens. Wow, that's quite a crew you have coming up here. Well, that's great. If people want to know more about the Newton Community Theater, how can they find out, Sue?
If you would like to, our website is www.newtontheatre, spelled THEATRE.com. We also do have a Facebook page that you can follow. If you go through the website, there's also a contact me button that we do mass emails, like when it comes time for auditions and upcoming shows that could keep you posted or so. We have, I think we're 10 people away from 1,000 followers.
Oh, okay.
So we're pretty excited about that.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's great.
So you can follow our page at any time.
So again, Love Letters coming up on Valentine's Day, February 14th, getting underway at 7:30. The other production dates, and besides Little Red and myself, who will be on stage for that?
So on Friday night is, of course, you two lovely people. It'll be Jamie and Lynette. On Saturday the 15th is Lonnie Appleby and Tiffany Steele. Sunday the 16th is Brad Magg and Jessica Lowe. On the next Friday night, the 21st, is Joel Mills and Melissa Dalton. February 22nd, Saturday, Travis Paget, Hillary Montavo. And the last Sunday show is Connor Fudge and Jennifer Earl.
And how will people be able to get tickets for this?
If you're welcome to come to the box office the day of the show, we will have tickets available that you can walk in, buy the tickets. They are reserved seating, or you can call the box office. The box office opens the week on February 10, and they are open from 12 to 1 and 6:30 to 7:30 during the week. And they'll be glad to reserve tickets, or you can also leave a message on the answer machine. And the phone number is 641-792-1230.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you, Sue, for talking to us today.
Thanks so much for doing this show. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome.
Are you feeling financially drained? Tired of high interest rates and endless debt? Fear not, your financial superhero has arrived. Advantage Credit Union is here to rescue you from financial distress. With our powerful loan refinancing options, you could lower your monthly payments, shorten your loan term, and free up cash for a brighter future. Unleash your financial superpower today. Call us at 641-792-5660 or apply online at acuiowa.org.
Subject to credit approval, terms and conditions may apply. See credit union for details. Federally insured by NCUA.
Dinner, Death, and Diamonds. Join Iowa Chef of the Year Aaron Holt from Doolittle Farm and the team at Alta House Event Center for an unforgettable dinner and murder mystery experience in Newton on Saturday, February 15th. This Valentine's Day, step into the world of Regency-era elegance and intrigue. The event includes an exquisite farm-to-table dinner from Chef Aaron Holt, a signature drink ticket and full bar available, delectable chocolates to savor, and diamond play, an opportunity to try your hand for a genuine diamond. You'll be swept up in a night where love, scandal, and murder collide. Join us on February 15th at the Death and Diamonds Murder Mystery Dinner Experience at Alta House Event Center in Newton. Act now, as tickets are limited and selling quickly for this one-of-a-kind event. More information is available at deathanddiamonds.com.
This podcast also sponsored by Ryan's Tire and Auto on First Avenue, Newton, saying thank you to all their dedicated customers and friends for your continued support, and it means the world to them. Prices you can afford, quality you can trust, service you deserve at Ryan's Tire and Auto on First Avenue, Newton. Also by Lynette Baker, your representative for Halo Branded Solutions. Free Classified Weekly, and Westside Java Coffee Bar. Until next time, grrr, out is out. See ya!